and I'm going to do a short kind of synopsis here of what I saw, and I'm working on the full write-up. It'll go up later. It is for Tales from the Shire, or Tales of the Shire,
which was on the Nintendo Direct as well.
It was on the Nintendo Direct.
It, Tomovsky.
Yeah, sorry. Tales of the Shire. No, so it's basically a hobbit farming life happiness simulator. And what I really loved about it, so first of all, I did like this a lot.
Ryan.
Because it's not a typical farming type of game. It's really farming's a little bit about it, but it's really about the relationship and building up your home and getting things ready. There is Zach wanted me to ask, is there sort of an end goal to this? And yes, there is an end goal. They didn't tell me what it is. I kind of got an idea that it's sort of getting everything set for something else. By the way, this is flashing through because this is all B-roll stuff. They strictly said do not share this way, which I'm doing right now. But
way to go, man.
Yeah, way to go. But what's interesting about the game is everything's done. The hobbits are like a really happy group of folks, right? So everything in this game comes from that like moment of joy that the hobbits create. Like your relationships all revolve around how you treat each other. You have dinner with your neighbors. You don't run in this game. You like prance. You skip to get from one place to another. And that's actually kind of a fun, silly little thing. Yeah, I'm seeing all the comments. I won't post those. But I did like it because it's a lot more than just the farm aspect. There's a little bit of exploration. There's a lot of decoration. The amount of stuff they were showing me with the decoration was actually wild. Like it goes down to detail. Like you can manipulate the trim around every aspect of this house that you've inherited. Cool. Yeah, so it's quite a bit of detail there. And I asked them about the development of certain aspects of this. Like how did you come up with the concepts for like shelving or a dresser? Because I wanted to know like how much of the concept art work went in. And they said they actually sat and worked with people who would essentially put themselves in the, the Hobbit world, or that sort of, I don't want to say time frame, but that sort of world where this is what a blacksmith, this is how a blacksmith would put nails into or gussets into something and rivets into something. So they have to look like this. All these details have to look like this. The wood is cut a certain way, so that's why the dressers look a certain way. It's just really interesting to go into that level of detail. Everything is thoughtful. It's not like, it's not like it's just a bunch of farmed out graphics for a tree or a barrel. This is very much in the true to the Lord of the Rings and the Hobbit ethos. So
really good for feet guys too.
Yeah, it is. That's one thing that actually I asked, because every character in this has kind of their own movement. And so, like, for instance, when you're running, your feet go first. Like, you'll actually start to lean back a little bit, and your little character's feet will go in front of them when you're kind of picking up speed. So I thought that was really cool. Another really interesting aspect is that, and I thought this was great. When you create a character, and you have a certain amount of like stuff you can actually develop in your character, but when you create your character, they're all genderless. So it's not like you're selecting male or female. You're just selecting facial features. You're selecting clothing that you kind of like.
Oh, interesting.
And so they did it in that way because not necessarily for accessibility. That's a part of it. Making it so that your character is much more of a reflection of you rather than a specific gender profile, I guess. But they did it so that the game has a little bit more fluidity to it, because even the hobbits themselves aren't necessarily in their history, in their culture, they don't fall into that. This is what a man does. This is what a woman does. This is what a girl or a boy. It's really, again, it's all about the community aspect of this. And so I thought that was really cool. Obviously, cooking is involved. There's a whole, like, there are books and lore and all kinds of stuff that you can pick up.
It's gotta be stressful to make like a Lord of the Rings game without a traditional story. Like,
right?
You have to follow the
Yeah.
Lord of the Rings lore, but like we're not really doing a lore anything with ours.
Yeah. But I mean, it's great. I was really surprised at how much I liked it. I'm not like the kind of person that likes farm sim games, but there you go. There's the table. You invite people over all the time.
I'm glad that it has its
celebrate.
own aesthetic going for it.
Yeah,
like
really
it's not
cute.
trying to be
it really is.
a movies or the show or
Yep.
anything. It's just like it looks like the drawings.
Right. Yeah, it's more like the drawings and stuff. But no, I really enjoyed it. It's coming to everything, right?
These hobbits love this food.
Yeah,
they love food, man. That's half their character is the food, man.
And it's such a good idea that you focus on. It's not a farming game. It's a relationship community simulator, which farming is a part of. Which decorating your home is a part of. It's how are you going to be?
Definitely seems more.
Clip the editor for use. I'm gonna slap on my wrist. But no, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool. I look forward to my write up because we'll have a lot more details in it. But I just wanted to kind of share that a little